symbol of the dawn. No milk today, it seems a common sight, but people passing by don't know the reason why. How could they know just what this message means? The end of my hopes, the end of all my dreams. How could they know the powers that have been behind the door where my love reigned the scream? No milk today, it wasn't always so.
Excellent Nation, Dr. James Carlson is our special guest. His website is www.drjamescarlson.com. He's the author of Genocide, How Your Doctor's Dietary Ignorance Will Kill You. Quick question for you, Doctor. Why is it that men seem to have better luck with the Atkins diet or low-carbohydrate diets compared to women?
I love that question, and my first answer is going to be that both men and women have equal success with the Atkins intervention or Atkins way of eating. It just takes women a little while longer to see the weight loss in its entirety. Case in point, male patient, highest amount of weight loss seen on low carb, 185 pounds. Female patient, highest amount of weight loss seen, low carbs, 185 pounds. So equal amount of weight loss, both male and female. It just takes females a little while longer. Women, especially around when they're perimenopausal, which means when they're reaching the menopausal state, they have a tougher time with it. But they still lose. What happens is we're so focused on, and we're inundated with these weight loss supplements, and you're going to lose like 600 pounds the first day you go on it. You know, and you know, if you don't lose 20 pounds every minute, you know, it's a problem. So we think we should have this rapidity of weight loss you just don't see when it's happening the correct way. So men, you know, taking weight off, it starts a lot quicker than for women, but both men and women will definitely do fantastic by lowering their carbohydrates. And if you need to do that, if you're somebody who is obese or morbidly obese, you need to stay at about 20 to 30 grams of carbohydrates for the rest of your life, because we need to understand that stored carbohydrates, you know, or let me put it this way, let me flip it. Extra weight on our bodies in the form of fat is stored carbohydrate from the diet. Right. It's not stored fat from the diet. Like when we eat fat, it doesn't go and get stored in our fat cells. All of the stored fat in the fat cells is modified sugar being stored as excess energy. So I hear it a lot of all the time too, Rob. It's, you know, women come into my practice. Well, you know, I tried it, didn't work for me. But then when I press them further, they only quote unquote tried it for a couple of weeks or maybe 2 months, and they were unhappy because they only lost 5 pounds a month. And I have to gently, remind them that, you know, you're still losing, and only 5 pounds a month is 60 pounds a year. And even if you have to lose, say, 200 pounds, you know, in 4 years, that's 240 pounds, you know, so it can happen. You just need to understand that the process, you know, can be, you know, somewhat delayed if you're a woman, but you still can do phenomenally well with it.
You know, I've had friends who've gone on the Atkins diet, and man, they've lost weight like, wow. And then instead of staying on, they go off the diet, and then they can't understand why they gained the weight back.
I don't mean to laugh, but I hear this all the time. You know, Doc, you know, I backed off on carbs, and I lost all this weight, and then, you know, when I started eating carbs again, I gained all the weight, and so it doesn't work. And I look at them, I go, listen to me, okay? Listen to what you just said. What you're telling me is that you started eating the correct way. You took off all this weight. Your blood work went back to normal. Everything looked great. And then when you went back to eating the way you shouldn't be eating, everything got worse. Of course it did.
1 on 1 equals 2. Doctor, I want to thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'll have to have you back on in the future. Take care of yourself. And once again, Exo Nation, Dr. James Carlson has been my guest this hour. drjamescarlson.com. I'll be back on the other side of this commercial break after the news as we continue here in the X Zone. Don't go away.